everybody, Rosematter here. Welcome back to my Danganronpa 2 Goodbye Despair Let's Play. This is episode 8, and we are going to be getting into the second class trial to figure out who killed Mahiru. And as with every class trial, I am both excited and nervous because I didn't do so well in the last one in terms of the mini games, and it's only going to get harder from here. So I'm just gonna jump into this and wish me luck, you guys. Alright, so before I get started, I am going to want to buy a couple of skills. The ones I want to focus on are the one where you have to slice the things. I was really bad at that. So I'm definitely going to get something to help with that. Which one is it? Excellent Blade? I think that, or is it Fine Sword? Let me check to see here. Also, I'm sorry if you can hear scratching in the background. My cat has decided that this is a great time for her to start scratching in her litter box, so I apologize for that. She has the worst timing for these things, I swear. Alright, so I'm definitely gonna get this one, because I was very bad at that. And I think someone said that they're going to introduce new mini games in this one. So for now, I'm going to hold off. I'm just going to focus on that one because that was the one I found I had the most trouble with. And I do have the one to help me, like, gives me extra health, I guess. So the other ones, like, I don't really have too much problems with. It was just that one specific mini game. So there we go. I've got that. All right, let's do it.
You're so evil!
Eek, no matter how many times I see it, it's such bad taste. The worst, the lowest, most brutal taste. Somehow I moved my muscles, stiff from fear and nerves, and awkwardly walked onto the escalator. For some reason, my breathing was short, and I was eventually struck by a feeling similar to dizziness. I like how it says, for some reason. I think we know what the reason is. The moment all of us were inside Monokuma Rock. A rumbling sound filled the room, and the surrounding space began to fall. As it shook with a clatter, the elevator we were inside continued to drop. Throughout that drop, I was fluctuating between feeling hope and despair, as if my heart were a rotten fruit swelling in the sun before it finally goes squish. I suddenly stopped breathing. It's like every time they have to find a new way to describe, like, oh, I'm feeling very nervous. It's like, of course you're feeling nervous. My consciousness began to fade from the pressure. I tried to endure that pressure by firmly standing on my legs, and after a while, the elevator's vibrations gradually weakened. And then it stopped altogether. Ta-da! Aim! Defeat the boring routine. So I've decided to start redecorating. How's it look? Mr. Monokuma's redecoration is awesome, isn't it?
Impossible!
It's not like I'd allow you to think otherwise anyway. Is Business Boy gonna call this place a piece of shit again? To go to the trouble of doing something this elaborate, really, what is your true intention?
No!
Nothing really. Essentially, this killing game is just to kill time anyway.
You.
Kill time?
Yeah!
To break away from my purpose. That alone is my purpose.
Like...
A purpose is only gonna be a weakness. Those who have purpose are always the weakest ones in the bunch. That's why you guys should forget about cheap-ass purposes like trying to survive. And enjoy the class trial from the bottom of your hearts. It's starting. The class trial is starting. Oh god, poor Mahiru. I really didn't want it to be her. Like, I really did want to spend more time with her because everyone was saying about, like, how nice her free time events were, and I was like, oh, why did I only hang out with her that one time? Mahiru Kazumi, the ultimate photographer. She had an unyielding force of personality, but she was actually very good at taking care of people. Most importantly, she was always straightforward. The person that killed her is among us? I don't want to believe it. I don't want to believe it. I don't want to believe it, but... Oh, and then they read out the people that are dead. It's just gonna get The numbers are going to dwindle. Regardless, we need to find the answer. It doesn't matter if you believe it or not. Because it's the only way. Aside from finding out who the killer is, there's no other way for us to survive. And so, this life-threatening trial, billowing with hope and despair, has begun. Okay, so let's set the skills here. I maybe should have bought more, but this was the important one here. The rebuttal showdown, that's what it's called. I was really crappy at that, so I definitely don't mind spending the extra points on that. Alright, so this is where I talk about my hypothesis of who I think it is. The last one, I was pretty, like, certain. I shouldn't say certain, but I had an idea about it being Teru. This one, I don't know. Like, there's so many choices it could be. I was kind of giving my opinions in the last episode, and I had like 5 different hypotheses. I was like, oh, it's Akane. Oh, wait, no, maybe it's Sonya because of the wetsuit and she had to go in the closet. Wait, Hyoko was in the closet because of the gummy candy. But wait, Fuyuhiko, his sister got killed, so he kind of has a motive. You know, that whole thing with the Twilight Syndrome game. So I'm just like, there are so many people that could possibly be. Really, the only people that I can rule out is me, obviously, and Kazuichi, because he was with me around the time that Mahiru was killed. Everyone else, I don't know where they were. So, my one thing I'm going to say is I think it's going to be a girl this time, because I find with the Danganronpa games, they seem to be pretty good about keeping the number of boys and girls equal. So because 2 boys died last time, I think it's going to be 2 girls this time. But I could be totally wrong. So if we're talking about girls, and then we gotta think about the Twilight Syndrome game, so obviously it's related to that case. And then you gotta think about the girls that were in that game. So there's Hyoko, there's Mikan, there's Ibuki, and then there was Mahiru. I think that's it. Was I missing anyone? So it could be one of those 4 girls. Or 3, I should say. So Hyoko, Ibuki, or Mikan. So, I don't know. All I can say is I think it's a girl in this one. Hyoko was definitely at the scene of the crime. We know this. She was with Mahiru around the time that she died. And I'm thinking because it would be the most shocking conclusion, I think maybe it's Hyoko, just for terms of, like, it's the person that you wouldn't think it would be. So, that's what I'm gonna go with. We'll see if I'm right. I'm gonna stop talking now. I've just been babbling, so... Whew, let's do this. Let's go. Let's go.
Now then, let's begin with a simple explanation of the class trial. During the class trial, you will present your arguments for who the killer is and vote for who done it. If you vote correctly, then only the blackened will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong person, I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will earn the right to leave this island.
Oh, no matter how many times I hear it, it's such a cruel rule.
Now then, let's first discuss the motive. That masterpiece of gaming, Twilight Syndrome Murder Case.
Yeah, see, this game itself is confusing to me, so man, this is like such a complicated trial. I'm a little nervous about this one.
What? Who cares about that game?
The outcome of this trial should be determined by whether or not we find Mahiru's killer.
Nevertheless, we shouldn't ignore it. After all, that game is the motive this time.
So if we are talking about motive, obviously Fuyuhiko has the strongest motive because of what happened to his sister, but then at the same time, the girl who killed Fuyuhiko's sister is already dead. So does he really have any sort of, like, grudge against the other girls? I don't know.
Yeah, you're right. Then let's try discussing that first.
Oh, and then there's all the thing about girl A and B and C and D and E, and that itself is going to be so confusing.
I'm sure everyone who's beaten the game already knows that it's based on an actual murder case.
Some of us have not beaten that game. Give us a detailed explanation.
It means Twilight Syndrome Murder Case is a non-fiction game. Additionally, some of us are characters in that game too.
Some of us are characters in a video game?
See, we can say for certain that Nekomaru did not play it because he's a terrible liar and he seems actually surprised about it.
So, I think it's better if we clarify who the characters in the game are first.
Yes, please, let's do that. That's gonna be a key point to this. The characters in the game were Girl A, Girl B, Girl C, Girl D, Girl E, Boy F, and the high school girl who got killed at the beginning. By using the staff roll after clearing the game as a reference, I should be able to figure out who's who. Okay, so I have an idea of most of them. Okay, the first character the player was able to control was Girl A. The true identity, oh crap. Girl A, she was the one who was kind of like the very shy, so that was Mikan, right?
I see!
Oh god, I haven't played.
Girl A is probably Mikan Tsumiki.
I haven't played this since last week, so I'm trying to remember.
That timid tone. That definitely sounds like Girl A. Based on the list of names in the staff roll, I can't think of anyone else who would be Girl A.
So I think Mahiru was Girl D, and I think Hiyoko was Girl No, was she B?
Why am I in a video game? That's an infringement of my right to privacy. Ha! A nasty, trashy pig shit like you doesn't have any privacy rights. Ah, a nasty, trashy pig shit. I feel like I heard that in the game too.
It's so weird to hear Chiaki say that with such like a timid tone.
Huh?
She's right. The one who said that was, oh crap, was it C or D? I think it was B.
I see!
Okay,
Girl
cool.
B was short and foul-mouthed. She's probably Hiyoko.
Okay, so since Mahiru is Girl D, I'm pretty sure then that would mean Ibuki would be Girl C.
Short and foul mouth? That's like the complete opposite of me.
Anyway, let's move on. Next is Girl C.
Girl C. Okay, I'm glad they told me that. Her personality is hyper energetic and unique. That is definitely Ibuki.
I see!
Girl C is Ibuki.
Girl C? Then I'll see you next Tuesday.
Did she just call me what I think she just called me? Excuse me.
Let's move on to Girl D.
Girl D, huh? There's only one person who always had a camera with them.
I see!
Alright, now that we've got that figured out, and then
Girl
obviously
D is
Fuyuhiko
Mahiru,
is the guy.
the victim in this case.
Yeah, that's correct. Let's skip Girl E and talk about Guy F.
He's Guy F. Business boy.
I see!
Aren't you Guy F, Fuyuhiko?
I was in a game? That's fucking stupid.
Oh, don't play dumb. We know that you played it. You beat the game first.
That reminds me. Wasn't there another person whose last name was also Kuzuryu? Another person? It was one of the names on the staff roll. The names were Sumiki, Koizumi, Sayonji, Miyoda, Sato, Kuzuryu, and then another Kuzuryu.
So I'm gonna forget how to pronounce most of those last names very quickly. You guys know me.
Hold on. Why do you keep saying there were two Kuzuryus?
It's not like I'm wrong. That's how it's written on the staff roll. Since you beat the game, you probably know what this actually means, right?
The reason Fuyuhiko's last name, Kuzuryu, appears twice, it's true I have a hunch, but to call me out like that, Nagito, you're definitely someone I shouldn't mess with. You're just realizing this now, Hajime. The reason Fuyuhiko's last name appears twice, it's because it's a bug.
I can prove it with this. In the game,
Okay, so
Guy
we
F,
really literally
Kuzuryu,
are just going
mentions
over
that
the
he
game.
has a little sister.
No, ooh, we hit a sore spot here.
What do you mean, little sister?
This is what Guy F said in the game.
That bitch, what the hell did
It's
she do to
pretty
my
clear.
sister?
There's no doubt that Guy F had a little sister. Plus, the sister actually appeared in the game. That's why the name Kuzuryu appeared twice.
By the way, what role did Guy F's little sister, the other Kuzuryu, play? You probably noticed, right?
I feel like Nagito is enjoying this too much. It's like he's just rubbing it in Fuyuhiko's face. I don't really want to say it myself, but I need to move the conversation forward. The only character in the game I could see being Fuyuhiko's little sister was the girl who died at the beginning.
I see!
The dead high school girl who was the first victim in the game is the only person I can think of.
Based on Gaief's tone in the game, it's clear that Girl E is not his little sister.
Wait, what?
So if the only person left is the dead
Okay.
high school girl, then she must be Fuyuhiko's sister. Why do you sound so fucking happy?
Yeah.
That's a winning personality.
That's exactly
you've
what
got.
I thought too. Nagito does seem to be a little too happy when he says this.
Winning personality? Are you praising me? I was being sarcastic, dumbass.
Hey, you said the game is a work of non-fiction. That means Fuyuhiko's little sister is...
Yeah, I have a little sister.
You had a little sister.
Something wrong with that? It's just a fucking game. Don't go mixing up some video game with reality. It's not just a game.
So I wonder
It's
if Fuyuhiko,
definitely
I
based
mean,
on true events.
Fuyuhiko has to know that this, like, it's real. Like, he's not in denial still.
That's why it's the motive. Don't go making shit up, bastard! If she was the type to die easily, I'd have fucking killed her myself a long time ago.
Wow. Dang, like, I knew he was harsh, but maybe he's just saying this to sound tough, but he did talk about his... I feel like he talked about with her with some affection earlier.
I mean, when I first entered Hope Speak Academy...
Oh yeah, that's just a friend.
She was mouthing off to me, as usual, and... sent me off. It happened just the other day.
Yeah, he really doesn't want to believe it.
About that, you're probably thinking like that because you've lost your memories.
Shut the fuck up! You be quiet! I see. So you're never gonna accept that that game is based on true events, huh? Okay, I understand your attitude toward this class trial now.
Nagito, you seem to be doubting Fuyuhiko a lot. Do you suspect he's the killer?
And it's because he's the most obvious one that he probably isn't the killer. Just like last time when he was very suspicious, just skulking around the area. Fuyuhiko always seems to be around the crime scene, and he seems to be the most suspicious person.
A mystery that easy would make me feel sad. It wouldn't be good enough to serve as everyone's stepping stone.
And even Nagito says it too, like, oh, that would just be too easy.
That's why. I'd be much happier if Fuyuhiko wasn't the killer.
I have to say, I wouldn't be too broken up if Fuyuhiko ended up being the killer, because that means that we're gonna get rid of him.
Okay, you're starting to act weird again.
Anyway, now we've established who all the characters in the game are.
Girl A is Mikan. Girl B is Hiyoko. Girl C is Ibuki. Girl D is Mahiru. Guy F is Fuyuhiko. And the first victim in the game, that dead high school girl, is Fuyuhiko's little sister.
That's just a story in a fucking game.
If so, then Girl E is Miss Sato. Could it be the same Miss Sato who likes white rice?
I don't understand that.
I don't know what Sato you're talking about.
That's obviously a reference to
I don't
something
think she's
as well.
relevant to this case.
Maybe it's related to Gundam's last name, since they're both really plain names.
What the heck is that wild connection?
Tanaka may be an ordinary family name, but it's far better than Sato or Suzuki.
And he also has a strange rivalry going on.
Hey, no one cares about that. Hurry up and talk about the mystery of the game.
Huh? What do you mean, mystery of the game?
My, you don't know. I heard that Girl E got killed.
So, Girl E was the one who killed Fuyuhiko's sister.
What? No way! Is that true?
So someone said in the comments that Girl E was based off of another Danganronpa game. I think it's the Ultra Despair Girls, if I'm not mistaken.
Getting killed is so violent.
I hope we're gonna
don't
learn
you
about
know?
Girl E. So it was obviously like Mahiru's like best friend or something, but we don't know who she is.
My, such awful times we live in. Why did this happen?
You guys are definitely friends.
So the mystery of the game is the murder of Girl E, correct?
Then let's hurry up and solve it!
Oh my
Let's
gosh.
first figure out why Girl E was killed.
This is going to be a long trial because we have to figure out 2 murders. We have to figure out the murder in the Twilight Syndrome game, and then we have to figure out Mahiru's murder too. My god, I feel like this might be a 3-parter. The reason Girl E was killed, I should be able to assume why based on the content of the game. Girl E was the killer, right? Yeah.
I see.
The reason Girl E was killed is because she killed the first victim in the game.
Which means Girl E was killed as revenge for the dead high school girl. What do you think, Fuyuhiko? Apparently Girl E was killed to avenge your little sister. You're fucking persistent. I don't care what that game said at all.
Oh. Wait a minute. I just made that, well, it's probably not true, but maybe what happened was Fuyuhiko killed Girl E for killing his sister. And then Mahiru, who is best friends with Girl E, she must have realized that Fuyuhiko killed Girl E, and then maybe she tried to ambush Fuyuhiko as revenge for killing her friend for killing Fuyuhiko's sister. Oh, my head is already spinning.
But... Is that true? Girl E, she killed the first victim? In order to make that clear,
But then
we need to
Fuyuhiko
know
wouldn't-
more about the case involving the first victim's
Yeah, so
murder.
Fuyuhiko, because his memories got wiped, he wouldn't remember if he did. This is assuming he did kill Girl E. He wouldn't remember that he did that, but then maybe Mahiru, like, after playing the game and maybe she put the pieces together and she realized what he did before he realized what he did.
It's the murder that occurred in the music room. I knew it would come up, so I prepared in advance.
Thank you, Chiaki. MVP. Look at you.
Look.
Wow.
I made a map of the music room's surroundings, which was the stage of the first case.
I'm surprised you went to all this trouble.
No, don't be surprised. Of course Chiaki did.
Mapping is second nature to retro game fans.
Haha, yes.
Classic dungeon crawler RPGs have a first-person point of view, so mapping as you play is a basic.
We get it! Let's talk about that later so we can focus on the case.
Oh my god, there's so many things to, like, there's so many people to, like, remember where they were and who did what and who saw what. And just like, oh, this is gonna be so confusing.
I'll start explaining.
Chiaki, can you just explain the whole thing so I don't have to do anything,
Girl
please?
A, Girl B, Girl C, and Girl D were at the entrance hall when they heard the sound of glass breaking. Immediately, they climbed the stairs to the second floor and headed to where they heard that sound. Girl E was in front of the music room on the second floor, and she confirmed that the sound came from in there. But the door to the music room was locked. So Girl D went to get the key from the office, and when the 5 of them were finally able to go inside, they found the victim's body, dead from a blow to the head. Because the music room's window was broken, the girls thought the killer escaped through there.
I was thinking too, I'm like, why would Fuyuhiko be in so much denial? Because he saw the picture of his sister dead. I mean, I guess if you're really that in denial, you can be like, well, this is fake or whatever, especially if you don't remember it.
The sound of breaking glass that they heard at the entrance hall seemed to confirm that. Plus, Girl E's school swimsuit was stolen, so they concluded that the escaped killer was some pervert. How does that sound?
Yep, an understandable explanation. Just as expected from the ultimate gamer who excels at clearing games.
But it wasn't a pervert, right? Wasn't the real killer Girl E?
Obviously. Girlie was waiting outside the music room for the other girls after she killed the first victim.
Did she lock the music room from the outside? Then she would have totally needed the key from the office.
Which means Girlie was hiding that key. We can assume she used it to lock the music room after she left it.
But Girl D was the one who went to the office to get the key to the music room, right?
By the way, since it was never mentioned in the game, we can exclude the possibility of there being a spare key.
You can lock the music room from the inside, right? So from there, Girlie broke the window and escaped, and sprinted to the front of the music room as fast as she could before the others arrived.
She would have passed by the entrance hall where the other girls were waiting if she tried to do that.
Dang, that's what I was thinking. I was like, obviously the window has to play. But she might have broken it on purpose to, you know, give the illusion that someone broke out and ran away.
Then forget this!
Oh, poor Nakamari's just like, I tried.
It's not cute to see an old guy sulk.
Hey, is Girl E really the killer? We haven't reached an answer yet.
Based on the details of the game, it's no mistake that Girl E, who was waiting in the hallway, is the killer. Then, what did Girl E do after killing the girl inside the music room? I guess I need to clear that up first. Oh no. I'm already not too sure about this.
After she killed the first victim in the music room,
Okay.
what did Girl E do?
She just broke the window in the music room and escaped outside.
So how did Girlie get from outside the school to the front of the music room?
To go back to the music room from outside, you need to go through the entrance hall. Plus, at the entrance hall, the other 4 girls should have been there.
At the entrance hall, the girls heard the sound of the window shattering.
How was she able to get past those 4 and wait in front of the music room?
I'm already confused. I don't know.
She probably used a hidden passageway.
Oh, now they're doing the whole thing
Twilight's
about...
hidden passageway is the world's best!
Now they're doing the thing where I either have to, like, agree with someone or I have to disprove someone right off the bat. I'm, like, it's the first thing and I don't know. What Girl E did after the murder in the music hall, I need to find the clue that will clarify that.
After she killed the...
Okay, I definitely need to go through the truth bullets for this. And there are so many truth bullets. Okay, so let's see which ones we had here. So we had the stolen swimsuits. We had the entrance hall photo. I don't know if that disproves or proves anything. Yeah, there was a thing too where it's like they thought... That's right, there was like the whole thing about like the vase shattering and they thought it was the window, so maybe that has something to do with it. Is there anything I'm missing here? Alright, this one might... Okay, normally you can't leave the music room without passing through the entrance hall. They say normally, so I wonder if that means that something could have happened. What was the other one? Do we not have the, where is it? I was hoping to find the map that Chiaki just drew for us. Okay, let's go through it again.
Victim in the music room.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm already, like, confused.
What did Girl E do?
She just broke the window in the
I
music
guess
room
we don't have the thing for the map.
and escaped outside.
So
Alright,
how did
let's...
Girlie get from outside the school to the front of the music room?
To go back to the music room from
I
outside,
didn't see anything about there
you
being
need
any
to go
sort
through
of,
the
like,
entrance
secret
hall.
passage.
Plus, at the entrance hall, the other 4 girls should have been there.
Yeah,
At
there
the
was...
entrance hall, the girls
There was the picture of them at the
heard
entrance
the
hall that
sound of the
Mahiru
window
took.
shattering.
So I'm thinking the window
How was
shattering
she able to
it
get
might
past
be...
those 4
I don't know if it has to do
and
with
wait in
this
front of the
here.
music room?
Like, did she break the
She
vase
probably used a hidden
to
passageway.
confuse them or to distract them?
Twilight's hidden passageway is the world's best!
Because there was a whole thing about
After she killed the first
they
victim in
thought
the
they heard
music
the
room.
window shatter, but then Girl...
What did Girl E do?
Was it Girl D? Was it Mahiru who
She just
basically
broke
called
the
out
window in
Girl
the
E and was
music
like, I
room
know
and
you broke the
escaped
vase.
outside.
So
So
how did
I'm gonna
Girlie
try
get
that.
from outside to the front of the music room?
To go back to the music, you need to go through the entrance hall. Plus, at the end, the other 4 girls should have...
At the entrance hall, the girls
Okay, so I think it's here.
heard the sound of the window shattering.
Yes?
No, that's wrong.
Yeah? Yeah? Okay, cool. Whew, I was hoping that was right. I was like,
First of all, the sound the girls heard wasn't the window breaking.
I knew there was the vase breaking, but I can't remember what part that played in this whole
If
thing.
it wasn't the window, then what broke to make that sound?
Because it was next to the music room, so maybe she was trying to... Oh boy, I'm trying to remember.
Vase?
I love he's just like,
How
a
low can
vase.
you go?
After the murder, a broken vase was discovered in the classroom next to the music room.
So the sound of breaking glass that the four girls heard wasn't the music room's window. It was the sound of the vase breaking. Probably.
Actually,
I love how
the
she
murder
just...
was nearly finished
never
by the time the
quite-
four girls met in the entrance hall.
She's always just like, maybe?
Girl E killed the victim in the music room, broke the window,
Okay.
and went to the office to get the key. With that key, she locked the music room from the hallway, returned the key to the office,
Wait, didn't they just say that they would have seen her because she would have to pass through the entrance?
and went back to wait in front of the music room. All she had to do was break the vase in the next door classroom as the four girls met by the entrance hall.
To make them think the murder had just
Oh,
occurred
okay.
and that the killer had just escaped.
Derp. I feel bad.
So, when the four of them ran over after they heard the sound, Girl E acted like she had just rushed over too.
Okay. I feel dumb I didn't make that connection that it happened earlier and she used that to change the apparent time of the murder.
I see. Now the mystery has been solved.
Oh, Mikan, if only it were that easy.
Wait a minute! The mystery hasn't been solved yet! You haven't determined what the murder weapon was yet!
Murder weapon.
Who cares about the murder weapon? We found out who the killer was.
Not cool! I went to all the trouble of making this death march, so you gotta stick with it to the end!
It wasn't the bat, was it? I thought it was... Oh no, that was Girl E got killed with the bat.
What the heck? You're so annoying!
Fine, let's figure out the weapon. If this keeps up, I'm gonna feel like I need to shit. Which means I'll feel disgusting.
You're the disgusting one.
The weapon is pretty unconventional. The answer was revealed in the game, though.
I'm trying to remember if
Now
it was.
then, will you guys be able to figure it out?
See, I couldn't quite remember. I thought that she killed her with the vase, but then they said that the vase was from next door, so obviously that couldn't be it. An unconventional weapon that also appeared in the game. If we're told we can't advance as long as we make that clear, then I have to do it. I'll do it. Oh no, what is this, a new one? What do you think the weapon is? I have no idea. Was I out of line just now? There's something I needed to tell you regarding the white noise in the non-stop debates. Some lines of white noise are actually very durable, so you won't always destroy them in one shot. Ah, really? Durable white noise will chip away every time you shoot them with the silencer, but unless you completely destroy them, your time limit will not be replenished. By the way, if your difficulty is set to gentle, white noise won't... Well, I don't have it set to gentle, so... It appears the debate is getting tougher, so I've obtained some very useful information. I heard there's a guy named Gun something. Apparently, he has a skill that can increase the power of the silencer. Okay, I get it, Gundam. Well, we'll see how difficult this is, and then if I really have trouble with this, I will get that thing from Gundam. Good luck and have fun. So I just have to make sure, so I just have to pick at it multiple times, I guess.
A weapon inside the music room, huh?
Well, I'm pretty sure it's the fish tank
What
because
about broken glass?
it's not the vase.
Isn't
And-
the cause of death a blow to the head?
Then
Huh.
she attacked her with the fish tank.
Oh, okay, well, they're saying that, so...
That's too big to be a weapon.
Then the piano.
Why are you going even bigger?
Oh, I thought it was the
Investigation
fish
conducts
tank.
universal chaos.
It could
It's
be
on
the...
that big a scale, too?
I was gonna say, it could be the glass, but...
How about beating her with gravel instead?
What?
If it's a weapon that was used to beat them to death, it should have had bloodstains.
Was there a weapon with bloodstains on it?
She beat her to death with her fists!
Darn, okay. An unconventional weapon. Apparently it appeared in the game, but... Oh, I thought it was the
weapon
fish
inside
tank.
the music
So,
room.
like I was saying, I thought it was the fish tank, and I was like, well, maybe someone said maybe cut her with the glass, but it was a... Wasn't it, she got hit over the head, didn't she? No, it doesn't say specifically she got hit. I mean, it looks like she got hit in the head. I mean, she could have been stabbed in the head with the glass. Oh wait, no, that's not the... I want the, what am I looking for? The fish tank. Tipped over fish tank was found in the music hall where the first victim's body was discovered. Gravel and water were scattered everywhere. I'm gonna go with the glass thing.
Huh?
Someone said something about gravel, but I'm just like, I don't know how that's possible.
Isn't the cause of death a blow to the head?
Oh yeah, she did say it's a blow to the head.
Think you attacked her with the fish tank.
That's too big to be a weapon.
I find it hard to believe a
Then
girl
the
would be able to
piano.
pick up a fish tank and just like bash someone over the head with it.
Bigger?
I don't know.
Investigation conducts universal chaos.
I have no
It's on
freaking
that big
idea.
a scale too?
How about beating her with gravel instead?
If it's a weapon that was used to beat them to death, it
I'm just
should have
imagining
had
someone just throwing
bloodstains.
gravel, just like, take that,
Was
take
there a
that.
weapon with bloodstains on it?
She
This
beat her to death with her fists!
This one is so difficult. Oh my god. Well, which ones haven't I checked yet? Okay, so like the only things I can think of. Okay, so there's the fish tank. There's a whole thing about the fish tank. You know what? I'm gonna try the glass thing. Maybe, I don't know.
A weapon inside the music room, huh? What about broken glass?
Ah, nope, that wasn't it. Okay.
Damn it!
I don't know.
A
Crap.
weapon inside the music room, huh? What about broken glass?
Isn't the cause of death a blow to the head?
Then she attacked her with the fish tank.
And then I guess the fish tank doesn't have blood on it,
That's
right?
too
But
big
it's
to
got
be a
water,
weapon.
so the water would wash away the blood.
Then the piano.
There's the
Why are
swimsuit, but
you
I'm just
going
like,
even bigger?
maybe she wouldn't be able to hit her over the head with the swim. I was like, maybe she
Investigation
strangled her with the swimsuit.
It's on that big a scale too?
I don't know.
How about beating her with gravel instead?
If it's a weapon that was used to beat them to death, it should have had bloodstains.
So it's got to be a weapon. If it's not the vase, it's
Was
got to be
there
a
with
weapon
bloodstains on it?
that they had to have taken with
She
them.
beat her to death with her fists!
So like, there's the swimsuit. She could have taken the swimsuit, but how do you kill someone with a swimsuit? I
A
don't
weapon
know.
inside the music room, huh? What about broken glass?
Isn't the cause of death a...
Then she attacked her with the fish tank.
That's too big to
I'm
be
guessing
a
it's one of the things towards the end, and
Then the piano.
I have a feeling it's something to do with the swimsuit,
Why
so
are
I'm
you
just
going
gonna
even
I'm just
bigger?
gonna use the swimsuit, and I'm just gonna use that
Investigation
for
conducts
everything
universal
pretty
chaos.
much.
It's on that big a scale too?
Okay, so
How about beating her with gravel instead?
oh crap.
If it's a weapon
Sorry guys. I have to remember how to get rid of the white noise.
that was
can't.
used to beat them to death,
I can't remember how to get rid of white noise. Alright, so it was X.
it should have had bloodstains.
Was there a weapon with...
She beat her to death
This
with
is
her
gonna be the
fists!
longest class trial ever because I'm it's
weapon
this is the
inside the
very
music
beginning and I'm
room, huh?
having
What
trouble
about
with
broken
it.
glass?
Isn't the cause of death...
Then she attacked her with the fish.
That's too big to...
Then the piano.
Why are you going even...
The investigation
It's on that big a scale...
How about beating her with gravel instead?
I agree with that.
Are you serious? Are you kidding me? I
Got it. The killer must have used gravel to attack the victim.
oh my god. I just used that at random. Because I was like, if it's not the fish tank, the only other thing I could think of that would be used as a weapon that's something that wasn't at the scene of the crime was a swimsuit. And I was just like, okay, fine, I'll just pick it. I'll just use it at different things and hopefully it'll work. And the first one I did worked. So she put gravel, inside the swimsuit and beat her to death with it?
My goodness. I got it right.
Abuki, I am
And I
as
was
shocked.
just throwing things out there.
I am as shocked as you are.
Just as
Oh
I
my
thought.
God.
I'm chosen by the gods.
If this is how the trial is gonna be, oh my goodness.
You're not chosen at all, and gravel is impossible. It's too small to be a weapon.
What if the gravel was put inside some sort of bag?
Bag? What kind of bag?
This is like some Phoenix Wright shit right now. Like, it's so far out of what I would have ever assumed it could be.
If the weapon is something that appeared in the game, then so is the bag. And the only thing I can think of is the school swimsuit. If you tie the swimsuit like a bag and stuff it full of gravel, it'd make an effective weapon.
Gravel
I gotta say
inside
that this
the
girl
swimsuit?
E.
Even the Ace Attorney
Oh
would
my
be
God.
astonished by such a fantastic
Yes!
idea!
Abuki, just for you, like, saying the things that I'm thinking of, I think you might be new best girl. I just said Phoenix Wright. This would be something out of, like, a Phoenix Wright game, and you said the exact same thing. I love this girl.
But for the killer,
Wow.
it's an idea that kills two birds with one stone. To make people think the killer is some pervert, it makes sense for a school swimsuit to be stolen. And if that swimsuit was used to make an improvised weapon, it'd have to be disposed of later.
How about it, Monokuma? Are you satisfied now?
Okay, I just can't get over that.
This happiness you feel when the mystery you create is solved. Only producers know this feeling of ecstasy.
I just hope the rest of the trial is just a little bit more straightforward than that, but I don't think so.
But
I
the
don't think it
real
will be.
important talk begins now. Girl E had someone who can be called an accomplice. That person was actually Girl D.
Oh, Mahiru. So, okay, so then Fuyuhiko would have a reason to want to kill Mahiru.
Girl D. You're talking about Mahiru, right?
Because Mahiru knew what Girl E did, but she said she wouldn't say anything.
Huh? Mahiru
And then
is
she
the
tried
accomplice?
to get rid of the
What is
picture,
this?
the evidence.
What does that mean?
Oh, that's right. Hiyoko is like in total denial about
The
this.
piece of face that became an important clue in the music room murder. Girl D got rid of it.
And apparently the reason Girl E committed murder in the first place was to protect Girl D. Girl D was being harassed by the victim. Girl E found out and tried to stop it. And they ended up getting into an argument.
And she felt a rush of anger and ended up killing her.
But she should have had a clear murderous intent. I mean, she choked her out and then bludgeoned her to death.
Wait, I was thinking, did Fuyuhiko's sister have the swimsuit on her, or did Girl E have to like go and grab it from somewhere and then fill it with gravel and then beat her to death with it after choking her out? That seems a little excessive.
She probably made her unconscious by accident. And from there, she couldn't go back. I somewhat understand that feeling.
Oh man, Mikan, you are so dark.
You can? That's pretty scary.
It's always the quiet ones that you have to watch out for.
But Girl E was also killed by someone on the 4th day. Or the game's last day.
I'm hoping that this will be a little bit more, like, to the point. The only person I could think of, it would have to be Fuyuhiko.
I might as well ask just in case. Who do you think killed Girl
And then
E?
at least in that case, it's got to be the bat, obviously, as the weapon. It's not something as convoluted as filling a swimsuit with gravel. The only person I can think of is that guy. Monokuma. Monokuma did it.
It should have been Guy F.
A scenario where Guy F murders Girl E out of a burning, hellfire desire to avenge his murdered sister.
But Guy F is... What? It's just a story in a video game, isn't it?
I gotta say, Fuyuhiko, like, he talked all big, like, oh, you know, I have no problem killing people, and now we're like, oh shit, he actually did kill someone, allegedly.
That's all you can say.
But then he doesn't
If that
remember
game
doing
is
it.
telling the truth, it'd be a huge problem for you.
Hey, clear this up for me. Those of you who appeared as characters in the game, do you remember this incident?
That is... I'm terribly sorry, but...
They don't remember. That's obvious. Because their school memories were, like, totally stolen.
Even if I don't remember, I already know. It's obvious that guy is the killer.
I mean, I hate to say it, but I mean, I can't think of anyone else it could be.
No one would kill a nice person like Mahiru besides a piece of shit menace to society like Fuyuhiko. Girl E and Mahiru were killed by that guy.
You sure do talk a lot of shit. Well, I'm used to it by now.
So, I mean, I definitely believe he killed Girl E. I don't think he killed Mahiru because, like I was saying, it would be too obvious.
Does Mahiru's murder have anything to do with that game?
No, the game and Mahiru's death are probably related. In actuality, there's an important shared point with Girl E and Mahiru. Oh, okay. Why does the game do that where it just like... Okay, so a Shared thing that they share. Oh yeah, it's this, right? The crime scene photo. Oh, no, that wasn't it? Shoot, okay. Is that supposed to be the proof that the game is relevant to Mahiru's murder?
Crap!
Oh, shoot. I was thinking because of, like, the position that she was in, it was the exact same as Mahiru. Oh, no, if it's not the picture, it's gotta be, is it her autopsy report with, like, how she got killed? Or do I have the bat? Oh, there it is right there. Derp. I was gonna say, the way they were killed were the same, but there we go. So it's the metal bats. Please?
I can prove it with this.
Okay. I was sort of right with the first one.
I'm not sure the two events are unrelated. At the very least, the killer has definitely played the game. As proof, Mahiru,
I
who
guess
was killed in the beach house.
They're not in exactly the same position. She's more leaned back, whereas the other girl's slumped forward.
And Girl E, who was killed in the game, were both killed by a blow to the head with a metal bat. There's no way we can ignore that connection.
Someone must have wanted to split her head open the exact same way they avenged the first victim. Hey, why don't you confess already? You're the one who killed Mahiru, right?
You better cut that out right now! There is no way a stupid game could be the motive!
You're dumb enough to believe that stupid game, and that's why you killed her as revenge!
If you keep making up your mind like that, we're just going to go around in circles. And it's true, Fuyuhiko may look suspicious.
Thank you, Peko.
Don't you think that'd be too obvious?
I love it. I love that the characters are saying the things that we're thinking.
What are you...
I mean, there's a possibility that it's a trap set
And the
by
fact,
the true killer.
And I was gonna say, like, once again, part of me doesn't want to believe it's Hiyoko because I thought that, you know, her and Mahiru got along so well, and it would be really upsetting if Hiyoko betrayed Mahiru like that, but the way that Hiyoko is pushing on Fuyuhiko so much, and she's trying to, like, divert attention to him? I don't know. I'm just saying.
Trap? What do you mean?
The true killer played that game, and most likely found out about the relationships between the characters. That person could be using that knowledge to try to set up Fuyuhiko.
Are you saying that a completely different killer murdered Mahiru and used the game motive as their cover?
Isn't that what happened, Hiyoko?
Oh, wow, wow. I wasn't expecting Peko to call her out like that.
Huh?
Don't you understand? I'm saying you might be the true killer.
Damn, girl does not play around.
What is this? Like, I can only laugh. What are you even saying, you nasty toilet clogging bitch?
Ouch, that was low, Hiyoko. True, but low. Wouldn't it be funny if, like, the class trial just ended right now and it just was Hiyoko and then we just, like, boom, done. Figured it out.
What are you saying, you four-eyed troll? Accusing me of killing Mahiru? You're so mean!
Why do you doubt Hiyoko?
Do you know where Hiyoko was today? She was at the beach house, the scene of the crime.
So yeah, I'm figuring it was the footprints on the bridge. Alright, so that's the one I'm gonna want to call out. And of course there's like...
Ants all day!
There was a ton of like white noise right in front of that one. So obviously that's the one. Hold on, what she said clearly contradicts information I know. So this one is easy enough.
What are you saying, you four-eyed troll?
But like having to do the...
Accusing me of killing
get rid of the white
Mahiru?
noise is gonna be another story.
Why do you doubt Hiyoko? Do you know where Hiyoko was? She was at the beach house, the scene of the crime.
But I didn't go to the beach house.
No, that's wrong!
Or I just have to hit it before the white noise shows up. Then it's not the problem at all. You know what? I think I'll be okay with the white noise. You just have to time it right.
You should have been at the beach house, Hiyoko.
That's right, because you have footprints. No one has footprints as little as you.
Seriously, I told you I didn't.
The fact that you're denying it, it makes you so suspicious, girl.
But these footprints in the sand in front of the beach house, aren't they yours?
And we wouldn't need Nagito's, like, his footprint analysis to tell us, like, her feet are, like, half the size of everybody else's.
I don't have such ugly footprints. They're probably Mikan's based on how ugly they are. Don't decide that based on ugliness.
They're not Hiyoko's footprints? That's strange. The footprint I collected from your room matches these footprints perfectly.
And now everyone's like, oh, okay, Nagito, that's kind of creepy.
Collected? I never gave you permission to collect that, you nasty pedo!
Plus, the footprints left in the sand were facing away from the beach house. Which means, when the owner of these footprints went inside the beach house, they used a different entrance.
And of course, the only way that they'd be able to do that would be through the front door, which they wouldn't... No one else would have been able to get through after the murder.
A different entrance? Are you talking about the door facing the road that Mahiru's body was leaning against?
Are you saying when that person went inside the beach house, the body hadn't appeared yet?
The door was still accessible when they went in, and wasn't when they left.
Which means something happened in between those two events. Isn't that right?
Oh,
Yeah.
Peko, man, I love it. I love that she is just like pushing on Hiyoko, trying to crack her.
Ah, I remember now. I remember when I went to the beach house.
So you finally decided to confess.
But of course, because they're, bringing up the Hiyoko thing so early, then it can't be her either.
I'm pretty sure you guys already know this, but going for walks in the morning is my daily routine.
I've never heard of that daily routine before.
Now, her daily routine is squishing ants and
that's
making
when
fun
I
of
went
people.
to the beach house. I went there on my morning walk.
I see. If you went there during your morning walk, that doesn't have anything to do with the case at all.
Oh, Akane, you're so easily swayed.
Don't believe her so easily, dumbass. She's obviously lying.
There is still that thought in my head that it could be Akane because of the whole, head wound thing, but once again, that would be too obvious, too. So it's gotta be someone you wouldn't think about.
Huh? It's a lie?
People who call other people liars are usually liars themselves. If you say I'm lying, prove it. Can you even prove that I'm lying?
Yeah, I can.
There's no way a bunch of worthless idiots like you guys would be able to do that.
I have a few things of evidence I feel like I could use. There was the gummy worm in why would she... Oh, the letter to Mahiru. Or the letter on Mahiru, but she sent it to Mahiru too. So that one, I'm pretty sure that's going to be
during
it.
my morning walk. I didn't go any other time.
No, because they said
Then
that
you
they were
didn't
going
meet
to...
up.
Hold on, what time did they say? They said it was 3 o'clock, meet me at 3? So she said she went in the morning, then that's probably the one I'm going to want to call out. 2:30, sorry. Still wouldn't be the morning, so I think that's the
With
one
Mahiru.
that I have to,
At the beach house?
Obviously not. Saying I met up with her when I never even saw her?
Oh, I could say that one, too.
Is this a panel of idiots?
Okay, so there's the two options. There's the morning or that I didn't see her. Hiyoko said she never saw Mahiru, but is that really true? So we'll try the morning one first, and then...
I did go to the beach house.
Oh, gotta make sure I've got the right thing
But
selected.
only during my morning walk.
No, that's wrong.
Okay, there we go. See, it was so hard. The beginning of this was so much harder than now. Now it's quite easy,
Only
actually.
during your morning walk, huh? Will you still claim that after you take a look at this letter?
But then again, I haven't even hit any of the, mini games yet, so that's when it's gonna start to get difficult. I was going to tell you in person, but I couldn't find you, so I put this in your mailbox. About what we discussed earlier, is it okay if we change the place and time? I want you to come to the beach house on the second island at 2:30 p.m. And it is weird that Hiyoko was the one that, she's the one suggested going to the beach house. It seems there's someone who wants to interfere with our meeting. Let's keep it a secret. Until then, let's try not to see each other for a while. It would be bad if they started suspecting us for no reason. Hiyoko, I'm sorry, I'm not gonna say her last name.
That letter.
I see.
Oops,
So
sorry.
Hiyoko was
Didn't
able
mean
to
to skip
arrange
that.
a meeting with Mahiru by exchanging letters with her.
What is that letter? I'm serious. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, snap. I remember now. I totally saw you.
Huh?
Did someone really... am I really to believe that someone, faked a letter to Mahiru? I mean, I wouldn't be shocked with this game. All we'd have to do is do,
Me and Hajime met up at the
handwriting
diner around 3
test
p.m. to
and
go to
see.
the beach. I saw you about 30 minutes later, so it should have been around 3:30 p.m.
And you were crying, so something obviously happened.
see. So if she met Mahiru at 2:30 p.m., killed her, then ran away afterward, I think 3:30 p.m. is a reasonable time for you to have witnessed Hiyoko.
You're wrong! You're totally wrong!
Now that you mention it, you also passed by the diner, Fuyuhiko. So you should have seen Hiyoko too, right?
No, I didn't. It's just a coincidence that I passed by the diner. I wasn't even paying attention to the beach house.
Poor Fuyuhiko, well, I shouldn't say poor Fuyuhiko, but I just find it funny that he's always around the area whenever murders happen and he just kind of gets dragged into things.
I went straight back to my cottage after
he's like,
I
I just
saw
want
you
to be
guys.
left alone, you
I didn't
guys.
see
And I
anyone
keep
during
getting
that
dragged
time.
into these things.
For some reason, that sounds suspicious too.
It's the truth. Deal with it.
Just leave him alone. It'd be a waste of time to question him any further. Anyway, that letter in Kazuichi's testimony says it all. You were meeting up with Mahiru at the beach house.
Seriously? I don't know! I didn't even write that letter!
Like I said, get a piece of paper, have her, have everybody, write things, and then just compare the letter.
I'm telling the truth! I really don't know!
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised, actually, maybe if someone did write that letter and, to lure Mahiru to the beach house, but they would have to know about these two that they were going to be meeting up in order to be able to do that.
Is she really crying? Or is she faking it?
She's probably faking it.
We can assume she summoned Mahiru with the intention of killing her all along.
But then again, the way that Peko is really going after her, now I'm like, did Peko do it? I mean, her points are, pretty reasonable, but it's like whenever someone is really, laying it on someone, be like, that person did it, I'm just like, they're probably drawing attention away from themselves.
That's why she wrote a letter to let her know where to meet, so the others wouldn't find out. And then you went ahead to the beach house, hid yourself in a specific place.
Now the whole closet gummy thing is going to be brought up.
There's evidence for that too.
Yeah, I feel so happy that I'm actually able to get ahead of this. I'm like, I actually know what's happening at this part. The whole Twilight Syndrome, I was like, I have no idea. The only place I can think of where Hiyoko was hiding is that place. Can we do this instead of the mini games? I know how to do this. This is easy.
The place where Hiyoko was hiding. Are you talking about the closet?
Yes, that's right. The gummy candy we found on the floor is the evidence. Hiyoko, your favorite candy is gummies, correct?
Oh my god, now Nagito's gonna be like, when I snuck into your cabin, I saw all of these bags of gummies just to make himself look more like a creep.
What's a gummy?
Oh my god.
I've never eaten something like that before.
Hiyoko, you are not helping your case by denying everything. Sorry, once again, for the little skip here. PS4 stopped recording, so...
Hiyoko, who summoned Mahiru to the beach house, hid inside the closet like a familiar. When she saw her chance, she attacked her like a...
And sorry again about that little skip. I wanted to make sure that the first hour I recorded actually saved itself because I've been having issues lately with my PS4 not saving videos. So this part here is going to be, it might be a little bit weird. There might be some skip dialogue and stuff, so I apologize for that, you guys.
But Hiyoko miscalculated that Mahiru's body would be blocking the door at that time. Because of that, she was only able to leave from the beachside door and ended up leaving her footprints.
I wonder if the whole thing, I'm assuming that the window has to come into play at some point. I think that's probably how the real killer escaped. Maybe Hiyoko actually... Oh, boy. I mean, she would have had to know about the meeting being changed. Maybe someone sent a letter... No, I was like, maybe that same person sent a letter to Hiyoko saying... From Mahiru, apparently, being like, oh, come meet me at the beach house. Knowing that she would find the body and that she would place... Oh, but then there's the whole closet thing with the gummy. I don't know.
We have presented the proof. My 4 dark devas of destruction didn't even need to come out.
For a little while there, I was like, okay, I have a feeling. I know what's going on now, but now I'm starting to doubt myself.
It's a trap! This is obviously someone's trap!
Who's someone? Whose trap is it?
It must be that one person. You know, the one with the mask,
Oh,
maybe?
the mask. I forgot about that. I really hope it's not Sonya, because Sonya's all like obsessed with the sparkling justice. I'm like, please, please don't be my new best girl. I'd be so upset if Mahiru and Sonya both died in this episode.
The one with the mask? There was a suspicious mask at the beach house, right? Whoever was wearing that could be the real killer.
You're the one who wore that mask and killed Mahiru, right?
Wait, I was thinking, did Hiyoko even come to the... Was she even at the beach house for this whole, like, the investigation part? I don't think I saw her there, so how would she know about the mask?
There's no way I'd wear such a childish mask. Is your brain fried or something?
That is right. It cannot be Hyoko.
Oh, here we go.
That mask belongs to Sparkling Justice!
Either Sonya is, like, really delusional that she thinks Sparkling Justice is on the island, or she actually is Sparkling Justice.
Huh? Sparkling what now?
That mask says it all! Sparkling Justice is hiding on this island!
And she's like, I want to meet him or her. I'm your biggest fan.
Which means the legendary serial killer Sparkling Justice is the one who killed Mahiru!
Why, you? If you continue to say such foolish things, I shall tear you limb from limb.
Don't blame Miss Sonya. It's just a difference between cultures. Culture shock, you know?
Okay, I keep calling her Sonya. It's Sonya. It's just like, sorry.
Hiyoko, why don't you just admit it already? You're being unreasonably
It's kind
stubborn.
of funny. It's the one English name that I'm having trouble pronouncing. I jump between Sonya and Sonya. So, Sonya.
It's all in your head! Oh, why can't you understand? I'm not the killer!
It's true that Hiyoko is suspicious, but there's something strange. He's like, we're only about like 30 minutes into the class trial. She can't possibly be the killer. Usually we go through at least 3 more people before we find the actual killer. Something doesn't make sense. I can't help but feel like we're being directed by someone. Okay.
I shall render my verdict upon this mystery's conclusion. Hiyoko is the sinner who killed Mahiru!
I'm telling you, it's a trap!
There's no doubt. You went to the beach house, right?
So someone... So she's saying that someone is setting her up.
Weren't you also hiding in the closet? So that's when you dropped the gummy.
You waited for your chance to kill Mahiru. And afterward, you fled from the beach house.
At the time, the door facing the road was blocked by the body.
So someone could have...
So you were forced to flee from the beachside entrance.
So someone could have
That's how
done
you
that.
left your footprints!
Okay, so that could be an option. It looks like everyone doubts Hiyoko. Is that really okay? Alright, so...
I shall render my...
So I guess the thought is that someone killed Mahiru and purposely blocked the door so that she would have to leave by the entranceway so that hers would be the only footprints that are there. But let's go through, I'm just gonna go through the evidence. I'm trying to remember what was there. So there was the gummy bag. What were the other ones? The footprints. So we know for sure, obviously, those were hers. Okay, I'm gonna try the
Verdict upon this
footprints and
mystery's
see if that
conclusion.
works.
Hiyoko is the sinner who...
Oh, killer's escape route. Let me check that. Oh wait, no, sorry, that's the Twilight Syndrome escape route.
killed Mahiru!
Okay, so footprints on the beach. That's the one that I want.
There's no doubt. You went to the beach house.
And weren't you also hiding? So that's when you dropped the gummy.
You waited for your chance to kill Mahiru. And afterward, you fled from the beach house.
At the time, the door facing the road was blocked by the body.
But
So you were forced to flee from the beachside entrance.
And that's how you left your footprints!
Okay, maybe I'll try calling that one out, especially because there's so much white noise. I feel like that might be the one there.
I shall render my verdict upon this Miss Hiyoko is the...
There's no doubt.
I spoke
you went
too
to the beach
soon.
house.
I spoke too soon about
And
it
weren't you
being...
also so that's when
about
you
it being
you waited
easy.
for your chance, and afterward you fled from the.
At the time, the door facing was blocked by... So you were forced to flee from the beach side of...
And that's how you left your
Go,
footprints.
go, go, go. Oh, no, that wasn't it? Okay.
Damn it!
Okay, so maybe it's the other one then.
I shall render my
About
verdict.
blocking the
Hiyoko,
body?
is
I'm telling you, it's a trap!
There's no doubt. You went to the beach house.
And weren't you also? So that's when you waited for your chance, and afterward you fled from the beach house.
At the time, the door facing the road was blocked by...
Go, go, go. What? Oh, crap. Okay, so I was way off with that one. Man, okay, this one definitely is not easy. Oh, I gotta be careful here. Okay, so if it's not the footprint thing, it must be something to do with the gummy? Hold on,
I shall render my verdict.
let's go through that again. Let's go through the information here. Okay, so it's a yellow gummy. Oh, okay, hold on. Well, that looks like a yellow gummy, though, because I'm like strawberry, melon, grape, and orange. So strawberry would be red, melon could be yellow, but it would be more likely green. Grape would be purple, and then orange would be orange. So, okay, assuming that the melon isn't yellow, I don't know why a melon gummy would be yellow, so there's some discrepancy there if there's a yellow gummy.
Upon this mystery's
Oh,
conclusion,
Nagito, did you
Hiyoko
lie?
is the sinner who
Hold
killed
on,
Mahiru.
because he's saying that those were all the ones that he found. So it's something to do with the
There's
gummy.
no doubt. You went to the beach house, right?
So it's either going to be the gummy bag or the yellow gummy, right?
That is...
Let's
And
try
weren't
the...
you also hiding in the closet?
So that's when you dropped the gummy.
Oh, no, shoot. It's not that one either. Oh my god, I'm doing so bad at this.
Damn it!
Okay, so maybe it's the gummy bag then.
I shall render my
Sorry,
verdict
guys.
upon this mystery's conclusion.
Oh, I'm doing so bad at this
Hiyoko is
one.
the...
There's no doubt.
Okay, so gummy bag.
You went to the beach
Please
house,
let
right?
this be right, because I don't know what else it could possibly be after this. I'm gonna lose at this
And
one.
weren't you also hiding in the closet?
So that's when you dropped the gun. No, that's
Oh
wrong.
my god, finally. Wow, I mean, like, what if I lose at this one here, like, 45 minutes into the trial? That would be very embarrassing.
About that gummy, did Hiyoko really drop it?
I did find it weird that, like, you know, such an obvious, like, clue was left in the closet, now that you think about
The
it.
only one childish enough to eat gummies is that midget over there.
Oh, okay, I gotta be careful about not being so confident, because then it bites me in the ass.
You're a midget too, you know. You're the one who worries about never getting taller.
It's true Hiyoko likes to eat gummies, but she only eats a specific brand.
The brand of gummies you eat only have strawberry, melon, grape, and orange flavors, right?
Okay, so it wouldn't have been Nagito to do it, because he knows what... He knew that there was no yellow gummy, so someone was obviously setting her up, but didn't know what type of gummy candy she liked.
Huh? But what about the lemon flavor?
Oh, lemon flavor, that's what it is, okay.
The gummy at the crime scene was yellow, so it obviously looked like it was lemon flavored. Huh? That gummy is yellow? And it's not mine! The ones I eat don't have any yellow gummies!
Once again, Nagito, by being a total creeper and going into her cottage, you inadvertently helped us out. What? Was it Peko? Oh, don't tell me that Peko went to set her up. She seems to be kind of shocked there. She's like, oh crap, I made a mistake.
That's right. None of the gummy bags in her cottage had any yellow ones.
Oh, I wonder if it is Peko.
Then we can't assume Hiyoko is the one who dropped that yellow gummy.
All right, so let's see. So we've taken Fuyuhiko out, potentially. We've taken Hiyoko potentially out as the, So I feel like we'll probably go through at least 2 more people before we find our killer.
See? Didn't I tell you? It's definitely a trap!
All right, I guess you're off the hook. Dang it.
Damn it! Who would set a trap like this?
The 2 people I like the least are the 2 people that are basically have been ruled out as the killer.
I'll get my revenge! I'm gonna bop you on the head with all my might!
Hold on, you little bitch. You think you're in the clear just because of a little gummy? Don't be stupid. I'm not done backing you into a corner
Or maybe
yet.
it is Fuyuhiko and he did that on purpose to set Hiyoko up. So we're not, we're still doing this, so. Oh crap. Oh god, they really do give you a lot of options here for the bullets.
We're not done with Hiyoko yet! There's still a huge piece of evidence left!
You're talking about the footprints near the beach house, right?
It's true, that's an important piece of evidence. And we can thank Mahiru for it!
What does that mean?
Yeah, what?
Mahiru used her last ounce of strength and
Oh no, that was
blocked the door to the road. Thanks to her.
No, that was a whole thing about
we have the evidence we need.
No, didn't Mikan say that she was killed instantly?
That's wrong.
Okay, so
I left those
there we
footprints
go.
during my morning walk.
Mikan's autopsy report. That's what we're gonna want. All right,
We're not done with Hiyoko yet!
I got this one. This one's not too bad.
There's still a huge piece of evidence!
You're talking about the footprints near the beach house, right?
It's true, that's an important piece of evidence. And we can thank Mahiru for it!
What does that mean? Mahiru used her last ounce of strength and
Oh no, I didn't. Right? Why did I do that? I didn't take away the white
blocked the
noise
door
yet.
to the road. Thanks to her.
Okay.
We have the evidence. That's wrong. I left those footprints during my morning
Okay,
walk.
so I gotta make sure completely take out the white noise and then.
We're not done
then
with
do it.
Hiyoko yet! There's still a huge...
You're talking about the footprints.
It's true, that's an important piece of evidence. And we can thank Mahiru!
What does that mean? Mahiru used her last ounce of
Okay,
strength.
go. Yes, there we go.
No, that's wrong!
Yeah, I don't feel like I need Gundams unless like it gets really difficult later with all the white noise. I should be okay not
Mahiru didn't
getting
block
that
the
skill.
door. Her death was instant.
Instant death?
According to my autopsy, yes, there's no doubt that Mahiru died instantly.
So someone dragged her over there to block the door intentionally so that Hyoko's footprints would have to be leaving the scene to make it more obvious. So, man, someone really did like
making shit up. I'll fucking kill you!
someone did a good job at like setting all this up.
I'm sorry.
I was gonna say Fuyuhiko is usually pretty angry, but I feel like he's extra angry at this one, so maybe it is him after all. He still wants revenge for Mahiru for trying to like basically cover up his sister's death.
Fuyuhiko, you cannot do that. Only a coward threatens women.
I'm pretty sure her death was instant, too. I mean, her injury was only a single blow. That's why Mahiru isn't the one who blocked the door. Someone else used her body to block
And obviously Fuyuhiko has, he has experience in the past of being able to kill someone with one hit.
Someone else?
The killer, of course. They're the one who blocked the door with Mahiru's body. That's why there were bloody drag marks left on the floor.
But why did the killer block the door?
Just ask Hiyoko. She's the killer. after all.
Fuyuhiko, the more that you try to blame it back on Hiyoko, the more I'm suspecting you again, my dude.
Seriously, that's not true.
I would be quite impressed if the game like made it seem like, oh, Fuyuhiko didn't actually do it. But wait a minute, yes he did, actually.
Let's assume Hiyoko is the killer. Wouldn't that mean she's also the one who dragged the body? If she handled a body that bloody, I think her clothes or skin would have been stained with blood.
Oh my god. You guys, I just had a real bad thought. Well, actually no. Now that I think about it, there was all those water bottles in the trash can, so someone could have used that to wash off their themselves with the water. But I'm also thinking, what if Sonia did it and then she put on the wetsuit to cover up the blood? No, I don't want to believe that that's the case. Okay, it's probably the water bottle. Someone used the water bottles to wash themselves off since they couldn't use the shower. And then that's why they're all in the trash. I refuse to believe it's Sonia. I was just thinking, I'm like, why would she be wearing a wetsuit? And the fact that the wetsuit is just like, I don't know. I don't know why I just had that thought, but...
But when I saw her, she was clean.
I mean, she could have used the water, but anyone could have. I really don't believe it's Hiyoko.
I told you I wasn't the killer! Yay! With this, my innocence has been proven!
I won't let you look down on me!
Here we go. Here comes a minigame. Dang it.
We haven't decided that yet!
No! My least favorite one.
Hey, Fuyuhiko. Why do you keep insisting that Hiyoko is the killer?
Shut up! I'm telling you, she's the killer! That little bitch is definitely the killer!
Like, he's pushing on this more than anyone else, and that's really suspicious to me. And also, part of me wants him to be the killer, let's be honest. Okay. Oh boy, alright. Hold up, I don't remember how to do this. I don't remember how to do this. Okay, slash do. I apologize if I'm especially bad at this. I can't quite remember how to do this, and I don't have the benefit of having like a tutorial.
Mahiru didn't block the door. Then Hiyoko did it. She killed Mahiru and blocked the door with her body. Hiyoko is the only killer I can think of.
Fuyuhiko is stubbornly insisting that Hiyoko is the killer. If I don't counter all his words, I'll be pushed back.
If Mahiru didn't block the door, then Hiyoko did it.
And then I gotta remember to have the right thing as well.
And blocked the door with her body. Hiyoko is the only killer I can think of.
Okay, there we go. At least I've got that much.
If Hiyoko moved the body, then she should be covered in blood.
So what, dumbass? There's a shower room inside the beach house.
The shower
after
room.
She moved
there
the
we
body.
go.
She just washed it off in the shower.
There, go.
Allow me to cut through those words.
Yeah, I did okay on that one. Woohoo!
Now, washing it off in the shower is impossible because the shower in the beach house was out of order.
Yes. Oh, I thought that one was gonna be a lot worse than it was.
Out of order?
I'm terribly sorry. I haven't had any time to actually repair it.
So I was gonna think if Fuyuhiko was the one who did it, he would know that the shower was out of order. So, I'm assuming he didn't do it.
Then maybe she took her clothes off to move the body, and when she was done, she put them back on.
Are you saying I did something that perverted?
Hiyoko took off her clothes before committing murder? No, that should be impossible. Oh, yeah, that's right, because she doesn't know how to tie the sash. She had to have Mahiru help her.
Listen to me, Fuyuhiko. Hiyoko mentioned this before.
I can't help it. I can't tie my kimono sash by myself. Oh, yeah, because she never took a bath.
Hiyoko can't change by herself.
Oh, what is she going to do with Mahiru not around?
clothes.
Now she's not going to be able to take baths anymore, and she's going to stink. Just one more reason why it sucks that Mahiru died.
What?
Oh yeah, she couldn't even tie her sash on her own. That's why she couldn't take a bath and smelled bad.
I didn't smell. It only smelled a little.
Oh, wasn't changing inside the beach house prohibited in the first place?
Oh yeah, there's that too.
Yes, if you broke the rules, I'm pretty sure Monokuma wouldn't have kept quiet.
Damn right! I'm such a stickler for the rules that even safari park rangers want nothing to do with me.
If she didn't change her clothes, then what did Hiyoko do with the blood that got on her?
Like I've been saying, the blood wasn't on me in the first place, because I never touched Mahiru's body.
Hey, if you think about it the other way around, does that mean whoever was covered in blood is suspicious?
Oh, now we're bringing it on Akane. Here we go. It was only a matter of time before she came up as a suspect.
Because if so, I believe Akane was soaked with blood when we all met up to go to the beach.
Okay, so all we have to do here, she said she got into a fight with Nekomaru, so we just have to ask Nekomaru. He's incapable of lying, so we'll be able to figure it out pretty quickly.
Didn't I tell you that was because I got beat up by Coach Nekomaru?
But once again, like I was saying, like, he wouldn't actually draw blood. Like, he's not about hurting people,
I can
right?
attest to that. If I hadn't gotten that rough with her, she never would have backed down.
Wait, what?
Doubting me, of all people.
Okay, never mind. Well, that got cleared up pretty quickly.
All right, I'll bend your body in half so you're stuck in a bowing position for the rest of your life.
That actually sounds pretty cool!
The hell it does!
Hey, more importantly, I'm okay now, right? It's okay that I'm not the killer?
Yeah, seems like it.
Is it though? And then someone else will be like, wait a minute, there's this reason.
I already told you. There's no way I'd kill Mahiru. 'Cause Mahiru taught me how to wear a kimono, And she was very, very kind.
This is like the only person that she'll ever have anything nice to,
There's no
to
way
say.
I would kill a nice person like her! Why wouldn't you believe me earlier?
Because part of me didn't want to believe you because I don't really like you all that much. I'm sorry, Hiyoko.
You guys are stupid! Stupid, stupid, stupid! Hyoko, please don't cry. Everything is fine now, right? Shut the hell up, Pig Barf! I hope you get a hangnail and die!
Well, I mean, that didn't last very long.
I'm sorry for being Pig Barf!
More importantly, Fuyuhiko's behavior earlier was definitely strange. Yeah, we definitely, like I was saying, we gotta bring that up. Be like, why was he so intent on blaming Hiyoko? Getting so worked up and accusing Hiyoko of being suspicious. Could it be, does he actually have something else in mind?
Hey, Hiyoko. Now that our suspicions have been addressed, can you tell us the truth?
Huh?
Even though you're not the killer, you still went to the beach
Yeah,
house,
I want to know
right?
about this. Like, why did she go there? She should have known that Mahiru was going to be there, but Mahiru only went there because she was... Oh my god, my head hurts.
Like I said, it was a trap!
Yeah, I got that already, so... Can you give us the details about that trap?
I would like to know too. It might lead to some kind of clue.
Fine. You want me to talk, huh? Earlier this morning, Mahiru was the one who came up to me. She asked if we could meet up later.
Huh? But didn't you say earlier?
She never talked to me at all. What a surprise. I didn't expect you to ask me such an easy question.
Damn it! So that was a lie?
'Cause I thought it'd be doubted if I admitted it. So I figured it was better not to say anything.
So, what was your answer to Mahiru's invitation?
I told her it was fine. I mean, I didn't have a reason to say no. Unlike everyone else here, Mahiru was someone I wasn't embarrassed to be seen with.
You always have to say something snide.
Even when complimenting someone, she has to put someone else down.
At the time, we were supposed to meet around 2 p.m., but around noon, there was a letter inside my mailbox.
Okay, so someone did send a letter to her. So someone sent a letter to Mahiru and then sent a letter to Hiyoko. So it has to be someone who knew about their plan to meet
A
up.
letter? Yeah, this one.
And I'm thinking it has to be a girl because Hiyoko doesn't really hang out with the boys, so it's like I don't know if someone maybe overheard their plan or if one of the girls knew. I was going to tell you in person, but I couldn't find you, so I put this in your mailbox. About what we discussed earlier, is it okay if we change the place? I want you to come to the beach house on the second island. The time is still the same at 2 p.m. It seems there's someone who wants to interfere with our meeting, and it's the same handwriting. So if someone wanted Hiyoko there earlier than Mahiru, so wait. Yeah, because the one to Mahiru said let's meet at 2:30, and then the one for Hiyoko says let's meet at 2. Okay.
I saw this letter and went to the beach house at that time.
So then that means... Wait, what? The letter Hiyoko had, doesn't it clearly... Yeah, because the other one said 2:30. That's why I'm confused, because if she would have found Mahiru's body, then Mahiru would have gotten there, like, really early.
I can prove it with this. This letter. Doesn't it look like its contents are different from the letter Mahiru had?
Yeah, so 2:30 p.m.
Mahiru's letter said to meet at 2:30 p.m. But in Hiyoko's letter...
Whoa! The meeting times are off.
It's also strange that both letters wanted to change their meeting spot to the beach house. It would be plausible if one of them said it, but for both letters to say the same thing?
Hiyoko, since you wrote it, what do you think?
Like I said, I never wrote the letter. How many times do I have to tell you?
Ibuki, does the fact that they're both in the same handwriting, does that not seem suspicious to you? It's safe to say a letter was forged by the killer, but which letter did the killer forge? Shoots. Oh boy, I'm trying to think. Okay. So, Oh, okay, wait, so would that be because Hyoko's it said to show up earlier? But then she got killed at around 3. So I'm thinking maybe it's both letters because... Oh, I don't... okay, so if it's not both letters, I'm guessing it's the one that Hyoko had.
I see!
But I'm gonna guess both.
The killer
Okay, cool.
must have forged both letters.
The killer forged them so they could manipulate their actions. Yeah, that's how we should think about it.
I'm still a little bit confused about that, but I was like, I'll go with both, and if it's not both, then it's probably Hyoko's, because Hyoko's is way too early.
That seems very likely. In fact, if you compare both letters... Confirmed! Just as I assumed. The handwriting is the same. The content of the letters matches too.
Oh, Nakamura, you're about, like a minute behind.
Like this part. I was going to tell you in person, but I couldn't find you, so I put this in your mailbox. This part. It seems there's someone who wants to interfere with our meeting. And this part. Let's keep it a secret. Until then, let's try not to see each other for a while. The killer forged both of those letters.
In doing so, they were able to control Hyoko and Mahiru to do their bidding, like a netherworld puppeteer.
So they completely tricked me. And then Mahiru's killer. How mean! Give me back Mahiru!
This is the only time I'll ever feel sorry for Hyoko.
Really?
She's actually showing emotions.
This is really terrible. I've offered to help so many times. But the killer this time didn't discuss their plan with me at all.
And once again, Nagito almost sounds like a human being, and then he's just like, but I wanted to be part of it.
It's all my fault. I'm so ashamed of being unreliable.
Here we go again. Once we let our guard down, this happens.
Nagito's like such a little drama queen. He's making this murder all about him.
We can just lightly punch him to death later.
So based on what the letter said, you went to the beach house at 2 p.m., right, Hyoko?
What's most important is what happened afterward. What on earth happened there?
I fell asleep. Why'd you fall asleep? It's not like I wanted to. I think I was forced to get a whiff of some kind of medicine or something.
Wait a minute. Who would have medicine but Mikan? Mikan, no way. I refuse to believe Mikan has it in her to kill anyone. What?
Medicine? That medicine. Could it be?
I mean, yeah, I guess anyone...
Get it from the drugstore?
Technically, anyone could get it from the drugstore, but I feel like only Mikan would really know what all the medicine does and what would be the best... Like, if they had chloroform or something to knock her out?
I thought that place seemed unsafe. They even have prescription medicines laying out in the open.
If you were aware of that from the start, you should have done something about it.
I'm sorry. When I woke up, I was inside a small closet. And when I rushed out, I saw Mahiru's body.
And that's why you ran out of the beach house in such a panic.
I was scared. I was really, really scared. Really scared that I couldn't help, but... The killer probably planned to frame Hyoko from the start.
Man, I'm just like... Who are... I get them that they're ultimates, but like, man, these like high school students are able to set up these very elaborate murder plans. It's pretty impressive.
And for that reason, they summoned Hyoko before Mahiru, put her to sleep, and shoved her inside the closet.
So their reason for blocking the door with Mahiru's body was to make Hyoko leave her footprints as evidence.
Everything was done to frame Hyoko as the killer. That's horrible! I didn't do anything wrong, and I was framed by Mahiru's killer!
Well, I mean, there are things that you've done wrong, but in this specific incident, I will let you off the hook.
Hyoko, please do not cry. We believe you.
Is it really okay to believe her so easily? She might be faking those tears, you know.
This'll never end if you keep being so suspicious.
Isn't that what a class trial is all about? The only way to survive is to be suspicious. This is where we go to thoroughly doubt each other. So if you believe in each other so easily, then there's definitely something wrong with you.
Alright, fine, then let's be suspicious. Let's be suspicious of you again.
You're wrong, Fuyuhiko. We aren't supposed to doubt each other here. We're supposed to work together. The class trial is where we cooperate with each other, work hard, and aim for victory. The killer and everyone else. Two hopes attempting to grasp the one true hope. Two hopes clashing with each other is poetry in motion. That is what a class trial should be.
Okay, can you make your eyes, like, normal again, please?
Seriously, which side are you on?
I'm on the side of the absolute hope that can overcome any despair. And I believe that absolute hope exists at the point where two hopes clash.
Oh my god, every time Nagito talks, he just, like, grinds this to a halt. I want to keep going with the murder. Yes, I get it. You're crazy. You're a crazy person. Hope, 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 hope. Okay, let's get back into it, okay?
Your stance is neither white nor black, but gray. And you do not yearn for your life, or even for victory.
Like, I get it. He's definitely an interesting character, but when it comes to the class trial, like, I just want to get on with it.
Jeez, I wish he'd just side with the enemy already so I can believe what he's saying.
It's almost like he's like, I haven't had anyone pay attention to me for such amount of time, so let me just be creepy so everyone will stop and pay attention to me.
Let's stop. Believing every little thing Nagito says is a waste of time.
Thank you, Hajime.
Yeah, we need to figure out who Mahiru's killer is.
Yep, let's get back on track.
There should be a new clue contained in what Hyoko has told us. So, let us believe Hyoko's words and discuss it once again with everyone.
Yep. The debate proceeds when you assume you can believe each other. Good job. That's the right way. That's the splendid power of teamwork. Hey, what do you think of that, Monokuma? I'm not gonna let you have the outcome you want. Whoa! He's sleeping!
Dumbasses. You bastards don't know anything. If you're stupid enough to trust each other, the only thing waiting for you is the bitter truth.
The bitter truth. That may be true, but even so, we can't just stand around here all day. Even if what lies ahead is a cruel ending, the only thing we can do is move forward. Because unless we reveal who among us is Mahiru's true killer, there's no way we'll survive. Alright, so I'm assuming we're halfway through.
Well now.
Now that the class trial has reached its climax, I would like to present the answer right here, right now.
Hey!
You're gonna spoil who the killer is? If I reveal the answer before everyone's ready, they'll all be shocked. They'll all feel despair. You can't! That's seriously a big no-no. But spoiling it right now is innovative, don't you think? The club president and I are powerless against innovation. Who's the club president? So without further ado, the answer is... You can't! Everyone, please close your eyes and cover your ears.
Correct! You say Nanu in German when you're surprised.
I don't know what you're talking about, but somehow it feels wrong to me. Okay. Alright, so we're gonna play a little bit longer. I think I've been doing this for...
Monami!
Hour and a half?
And my heart is throbbing like crazy right now.
I want to try and get at least 2 hours in because I do want to try and wrap up the class trial within 2 episodes if possible.
To think that the person who killed the wonderful Mahiru Kazumi is in this room. Impossible! Impossible! That's so impossible! There's no way I can believe that. I can't do anything. How annoying. But I'm just gonna believe in everyone. That's the least I can do. Everyone do your best. Don't lose to yourselves. And don't forget to save regularly.
Well, now that we've decided to believe Hyoko, now what?
Well, most people decide to believe Hyoko. Fuyuhiko still is unconvinced.
If the killer was luring Hyoko into a trap, then something that was used there might be a clue.
Do you mean the letter?
No, it was probably the gummy.
Huh? Candy can be a clue?
Hey, when you woke up, was the gummy already there?
Now that you mention it, I feel like it wasn't.
Oh. Oh, well, yeah, I guess that makes sense. Someone would have... Okay, so someone came in after... So someone... I'm wondering now. Maybe... Okay, so I just had a thought in my head. So obviously, someone... So they knocked Hiyoko out, put her in the closet, and then Mahiru showed up at 2:30. Someone killed her, and then they must have escaped through... Because they would have had to prop Mahiru up against the door at that point. So they would have had to escape through the window. And they would have had to get all the blood off of them. So I'm guessing that's what the water bottles in the trash can were for. But I'm also thinking Peko did go swimming, conveniently. And then she came back and she was all wet. So she would have had all the water washed off of her. But she also said she could have said she'd gone swimming, but she could have just dumped all that water on her and then just... trying to think of what could have happened. So now I'm thinking maybe it's Peko. So Peko would have had to, like, go back in. Oh, wait, but I'm thinking... Oh, but when would she have had time to do that, though? Because if she had gone after Hiyoko and left, then maybe she was hiding... Oh, maybe she was hiding in the shower. I'm saying she. I'm assuming right now it's Peko. So maybe she was hiding in the shower room, and then once Hiyoko ran out, then she came out, put the candy there, and then got out through the window. Because Hiyoko would have had no reason to go in the shower room. She would have just immediately bolted out of there. So that's my guess so far. I'm saying Peko, but this could be a placeholder for anyone. But then I'm thinking maybe Sonia, and I hate to go back to Sonia, but she got the wetsuit, and maybe she used that to cover up the blood on her as well. Maybe she used the water, washed herself off with the water, and then took a wetsuit from the closet because she went in there to drop the gummy off, and then she grabbed the wetsuit, and then she was like, oh, look at me, conveniently all covered up so you can't see if there was anything, like any blood or anything.
Just as I thought.
So that's my hypothesis there. Well, let's keep going.
Just as you thought?
If the killer planted evidence while Hiyoko was there, she would have thrown it away if she found it.
So now let's rule out for sure Hiyoko. We're gonna rule out me, obviously. We're gonna rule out Kazuichi because he's with me the whole time, so he couldn't have had time to do that. So that basically leaves everyone else because Fuyuhiko, I can't say for sure that he's completely innocent yet.
Which means the gummy was placed inside the closet after Hiyoko fled from the beach house?
The killer returned to the scene of the crime? After I left?
Nope, like I'm saying, I'm guessing they never left.
They wouldn't have to do something that troublesome as long as they hid somewhere within the beach house.
That's impossible! There's nowhere to hide! I even glanced inside the shower room as I was running away, but there was nobody there!
Wait, she glanced inside the shower room as she was running away?
Then, does that mean the killer came back?
Oh, well that kind of shoots down my theory. I had this big old theory, and then Hiyoko just completely ruined it.
I wonder. At any rate, the solution to that problem is connected to what really happened. That's what I think.
Oh, a new game. No. No. You will dive into your own brain and logically discern the mysterious answer from several questions. It's called the logic dive. During the logic dive, you will control a version of yourself created from an image within your brain. Your task is to reach the goal, the final destination of the Synapse course. You can move sideways with the left stick and accelerate with R1. Press the... Oh, are you serious? What is it, like a driving game? Press the circle button to brake and the L to jump. Wait, no. If there's jump, it wouldn't be a car. There'll be various obstacles you will encounter as you progress through the course. So make sure you're familiar with these controls so you can reach the goal. Okay, so there was L1 to control, R1 to accelerate, circle to brake, and L1 to jump. On your journey, you will take damage every time you fall into a gap or bump into walls. Also, upon reaching a certain point, there will be branching questions in the course. The answers split into different paths, so please proceed down the path of the answer you think is correct. Branching questions will appear several times in one course, so please be careful. I highly recommend you make good use of the brake. That's my meddlesome advice to you. Oh my god, okay. She's right, this might be a very important problem. If the killer tampered with the evidence after Hiyoko ran away from the beach house, When did the killer arrive and depart from the beach house? If I just focus and think about it, I'm sure I'll be able to find the answer. Okay, oh god. I knew they were going to eventually be throwing a new mini game at me. Oh, it's like a skateboard or snowboarding? Okay. So that's speed up. That's brake. And then that's to jump. Okay. All right, I got this. Oh wait, oh, no, I thought that was an obstacle. Okay. This is kind of cool. It's kind of a stretch for like a mini game to be like, you're in your brain, but you're snowboarding inside of your brain. Question 1. When did the killer arrive at the beach house? I'm gonna say before? Yeah, before. So, all right. Will it tell me if I'm right, or do I not even know until the end? I just gotta ride this out and hope for the best, I guess? Well, yeah, I'm saying before. Yeah? Okay. I'm assuming that means that I'm right? I'm so confused right now. What? Okay, when are the obstacles gonna— oh, dip! Oh, yeah, I just said when are the obstacles gonna show up, and I was just like, wow, I totally forgot. That wasn't even an obstacle, I just like completely fell off. That was just me not paying attention. It says I have to jump over stuff eventually, right? Oh, question 2. When did the killer leave the beach house? So that would have been before? No, it would have been after, because if they had been there... yeah, after. I still think that they were hiding somewhere. Please let this be right. Oh wait, no, I can speed up. I forgot about that. I'm just kind of... all right, cool. Oh, what is going on here? What, I have to jump this, I guess? Oh, okay. Woo! Okay, dang. Wow, it is just like... we are going now. Okay, of all the mini games, this one is the one that I'm kind of getting the hang of the quickest. Okay, where was the killer hiding when Hiyoko was unconscious? Oh, the beach. I didn't think about that, but no, I'm still thinking that they were in the beach house. She's saying that she checked the shower room, but I still feel like the killer was in the shower room. They were probably just, because she said she only glanced in the shower room. I didn't think about the beach, but I'm like, Hiyoko would have... okay, I hope... does this mean that I'm right? Like I said...
it's all coming together!
Yeah? Okay, like, I had no idea. I was like, I assumed that the noises meant that I got the right answers,
killer might have
but...
been hiding?
Okay, that was weird, but that was one of the more, like, doable mini games. Like, I got that one for the most part.
You spent all that time thinking just to say something so pointless. How disappointing.
I didn't think about it. They're all just staring at him. He's just closing his eyes, and he's probably, like, moving his body around, just being like, okay, gotta move over here. Gotta move over here. Oh, there's a branching question. Move left. They're like, okay, we thought Nagito was weird. Hajime, I think, might be even weirder.
Didn't I just say there was nowhere to hide? Do I have to explain it in another language so you can understand?
Her personality got a hell of a lot more forceful once she stopped being a suspect.
No, there should have been a place for them to hide. A place you didn't look, Hiyoko.
What are you saying? Stop being annoying or I'm gonna make Akane bop you on the head and shut you up for good!
Okay, so she said that she checked the shower room. Was she in the closet with her? No, because they said there's only space for one person at a time. So where else could it have been? Who else could it be? I really don't want that to happen to me. I need to answer by any means. The place where the killer was hiding, the place where Hiyoko hadn't looked is... I still feel like it's the shower room, even though she said she checked there. Oh, okay. Fine, never mind.
Crap!
Okay, so I mean, there's only a couple of places it could be. I know that they said there's only space for one person in the closet, but I'm gonna try the closet.
Here!
Oh, okay, cool. I was like, if not there, maybe it's in the drink.
Killer was probably hiding in the closet.
I was like, is it maybe where the drinks are?
The closet? That's where I was locked up!
After you woke up, you said you rushed out of there, right?
Ah, okay.
And you probably didn't look inside the closet very carefully.
But could two people even hide in such a small place? And without Hiyoko knowing?
That's why the killer made sure to arrange a hiding place.
Oh, okay. If the killer made sure to arrange a hiding place in advance, I can only think of one place. The place where the killer was hiding inside the closet was... Oh yeah, they made like a big... when Nagito and him were in there, they were making a big deal about this being all like, oh, this is all so in disarray and everything.
Here.
What about the surfboard case in the closet? I'm pretty sure they could have hidden in there.
Huh? Inside the surfboard case?
So it'd have to be someone pretty small, right? Well, actually, no, surfboards are pretty big. But this is my whole thing. I'm guessing it's probably a girl. Because I feel like a guy would not be able to fit into a surfboard case. So Nekomaru is safe. There's no way he would be in there and not get noticed.
But the shelf it was on, it was pretty messy, don't you think? Two surfboards were stacked on the top shelf. And there were surfboards that weren't even in a case. The killer probably did that on purpose to secure a hiding place.
So I'm thinking of who could be small enough. I hate to say it, but Chiaki's pretty short. She could be hiding there. Basically, any of the girls, Akane might be a little bit tall. I don't think that she would be able to hide in there.
Because we haven't been on this island that long.
Fuyuhiko.
So the closet shouldn't have been that messy.
So I'm saying a girl, but Fuyuhiko, they go on about how short he is, so he could be potential suspect too.
Then, the killer was close to me during that time?
Yeah, they were quietly holding their breath and hiding very close to you.
It's kind of like in for a penny, in for a pound, so to speak.
Don't you mean it's always darkest under the lighthouse?
I shouldn't say things I don't understand, like, so to speak.
Anyway, the killer hid silently, and after making sure Hiyoko left, they finally left the surfboard case.
I agree with that as well.
Okay, Nagito, I did all the work, and he's like, good job. I concur.
Seriously, nobody asked what you think.
There's no way the killer would leave Hiyoko by herself if they were trying to frame her. If Hiyoko was left alone and ruined the evidence the killer had planted, it would have messed up their plan. Instead, it makes more sense to think that the killer was hiding in the beach house, watching Hiyoko.
Saying whatever you want, even if you didn't ask. All right, if you don't want to friggin' get punched, just stand still and let me punch ya! Oh, you shut up. Then, grit your teeth.
Sorry, Akane.
Oh.
It's not like that.
Oh, maybe Akane is after all.
Hey, Monokuma. Can I ask you about something that seems
Because Akane
strange
got
to me?
very aggressive all of a sudden there.
I believe Prince Shotoku was from the future. A man from the future is always directing the flow of history.
I'll listen to your story about men from the future some other time.
And another reference I don't understand, I'm assuming.
As I recall, the body discovery announcement is made when 3 or more people discover a body, right?
Okay, that's true. When they say body discovery, I forgot about it. Does that include the killer themselves, or does it have to be 3 people who aren't the killer? This is something I should know. I've been playing, like, Danganronpa long enough that I should know
Is
this.
the killer also included?
Okay, cool.
Among those 3 or more people?
Alright, Nagito said exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah, that's true, but, well, something like that is basically what it's supposed to be.
Man, I can't believe all the time, like, all of those murders, and this hasn't been brought up yet about whether the killer is included. So, okay. So if that's the case, then there would be... So Kazuichi would have been the 3rd person, right? Because Kazuichi came around the corner, and after he discovered the body, then the body announcement was made. So it would be the killer, it would be Hiyoko, and then Kazuichi would have been the 3rd one.
You don't sound very articulate.
Jeez! You're pretty annoying for noticing something like that. I know it sounds like an excuse, but the body discovery announcement isn't supposed to be used for deduction. It's intended to create a fair trial. It's supposed to let everyone know a body has been found.
So you're saying it's unfortunate that I used it for deduction? I understand your excuse, but depending on who actually found the body, it's possible that your 3 or more people rule could be deadly.
Okay, Nagito, I am interested in what you're going with here.
Well, as long as I keep things ambiguous, I can respond to situations with some flexibility.
Flexibility, huh? So what about this time? Is it 3 people including the killer or not?
Jeez, fine. You want me to say it? It doesn't include the killer this time, okay?
Never mind.
All done.
So then it's Hiyoko, it's Kazuichi, but then that means someone else found the body. So there was that whole thing that, I think it was Akane said, where there could have been a, what's the word I'm thinking of? An accomplice. Because if the only way that because there's that whole thing about the window, and the only way that the killer would have been able to get out of the window if someone would have helped lift them up. But then there would be... someone left. I'm so confused.
Which means 3 people other than the killer discovered Mahiru's body.
So we're going into the whole accomplice thing here, but I'm trying to think of... If the killer escapes, then the accomplice would have been stuck in the beach house. Because the only footprints leading out of the beach house were Hiyoko, and I really doubt Hiyoko played a part in it.
What's wrong with that?
Nothing. I just thought it was somewhat strange. More importantly...
No, you can't just say that and then pretend like that wasn't important information.
You're the one who went on a tangent!
Yeah, exactly.
We were just saying the killer was hiding in the surfboard case, right?
And after Hiyoko ran away, the killer got to enjoy the simple life of destroying evidence.
However, before we proceed any further, there's something we have to make clear. The killer blocked the roadside door with Mahiru's body before Hiyoko ran away. But what about the blood?
Now that you mention it, that mystery hasn't been solved yet.
Yeah, this is what I've been saying throughout this one. It's the bottles of water in the trash can. They washed themselves off because they couldn't use the shower.
It's going to be all right. If you guys have come this far, I'm sure you can discover that answer too. Now, let's start the argument, shall we?
Oh, here we go. Another thing. The final feature in the non-stop debates. From this point forward, you will now be able to use... Oh no, I forgot about the truth flashback. Oh, I was kind of hoping that wouldn't make a reappearance. I hate the flashback. As if there aren't enough truth bullets as it is, and now this whole thing about, like, you have to decide between whether you are agreeing with someone or if you're trying to refute someone's claims, and now we've got this on top of it. Oh no. This was the thing I hated the most in the first Danganronpa, was the flashback. That gave me so many problems. So obviously, in this case, we are going to have to use a truth bullet. Because they wouldn't bring, or we're gonna have to use the flashback, because they would not bring this up if we didn't have to use this. But this is something I'm gonna have to be aware of now. Oh, okay. Well, that's good at least. So at least it's only for, you know, refuting someone not agreeing with someone. Okay. Well, I mean, that's one benefit, I suppose. It's one bright side to this. Oh, okay, and there's only one truth bullet this time. Well, that makes it easy, too. So...
What did the killer do with the blood on their body?
Maybe they simply washed it off.
They couldn't use the shower, right? So washing it off would have been impossible.
They didn't have to use the shower.
Oh, what about the wetsuits in the closet? Maybe they wore one when they moved the body.
I was thinking that,
They
like...
used something other than the shower.
What did they do with the bloody wetsuit?
They cut it up and floosh.
As someone who flushes their shit every morning, I can declare it
God,
would
Nekomaru.
definitely clog the toilet.
Wow, okay, that was very... He's very passionate about that point.
Perhaps someone other than the killer moved the body? Maybe they were able to wash it off.
Okay, so I have an idea of which one I'm gonna use here.
What
So,
did the killer do with the blood on
If
their
all
body?
of a sudden there's only one truth bullet,
Maybe they simply
then
washed
I
it
know
off.
for sure that I'm gonna have to use a
They
flashback.
couldn't use the shower, so washing it off.
They didn't have to use the
What about the wetsuit?
Okay, so I
Maybe
think-
they wore one when they moved the body.
If they used something other than the shower,
What did they do with the bloody
And the
wetsuit?
other thing, the other problem I have too
They
with
cut
the
it up and
flashback
floosh.
is I always seem to get them mixed
As
up.
someone who flushes their shit every
Like,
morning,
even if I'm
I
pretty
can
sure
declare
which one I'm supposed to
it
use-
would definitely clog the toilet.
I use the opposite one, so I tend to screw up at least one time.
perhaps someone other. Maybe they
But
were
this
able
one
to
seems
wash it off.
easy enough. So it's the one where
What did the killer do with the blood?
Maybe
Fuyuhiko
they
says
simply-
it's
They couldn't use the
impossible,
shower,
right?
So washing it off would have been
No, that's wrong.
Yeah, I got it right that time. I was like, it's either that one or it's the other way around. That will be probably the only time you guys
They
will
just
ever
needed
see
to
me do
wash off
this
the blood.
right on the first
They
go.
didn't necessarily have to use the shower. They could have just as easily used something else.
Something other than the shower. Like what?
Something other than the shower that was used to wash the blood. It was the drinks.
I see! Drinks inside the refrigerator. Couldn't the killer have used those to wash off the blood?
I've seen through it.
Oh wow, okay, Pecco. Dang. Oh no, I gotta do another rebuttal.
In theory, then, that's impossible.
Why?
Try to remember the refrigerator carefully, and then you will understand
What?
that there's no possible way the drinks in the refrigerator were used.
Okay.
It's true there were drinks
Oh wow.
in the
that was
beach house refrigerator. However, try think one bottle drink, it wouldn't be enough to wash off the blood.
Oh my god. Wow, that one was hard.
It's true there were drinks in the beach house refrigerator. However, try think one bottle drink, it wouldn't be enough to wash off the blood.
Come on, there we go.
I can't back down!
Oh wow. Okay, I don't. What? That's a new thing. I don't think
Can't
I've seen
assume
that
they used
before.
just one drink. They could have used a bunch of them to wash it off.
Didn't I say it was impossible? There were only flavored drinks.
shoot.
If you use
Ah,
those to
dang
wash
it.
the blood won't come off in your body,
Okay.
they will leave an error, especially if you use that alone would raise suspicion.
All right, so I know which one it is. I accidentally cut the thing that I had to. I got this one now. Okay, I'm feeling a little
Didn't
bit
I
better
say
about
it was
this.
impossible? There were no water bottles
There.
in the refrigerator.
Boom.
Allow
There
me
we
to cut
go.
through those
Woo!
words.
I'm guessing it's because I got a specific skill to help me out with that I find this so much
There
easier.
were water bottles inside the refrigerator.
How many times do I have to tell you? There were no water bottles in there whatsoever.
So the fact that Pecco, she seems to have noticed that there were no water bottles. I don't know if she was just coincidentally like thinking that maybe someone used water to wash themselves off, but most people wouldn't think to look at the drink refrigerator. So the fact that she noticed that, I don't know, seems suspicious.
That was after the incident, right? But before the incident, there were water bottles in the fridge. And the killer took all of those water bottles and used them to wash the blood off their body.
So you're saying the water bottles were gone? Because they were all used? That's a logical fallacy.
It's not a fallacy. There should have been evidence inside the trash can. Evidence like a lot of thrown away plastic water bottles. Isn't that right, Chiaki?
Ah, you're right. These bottles look like they may have been filled with water.
Well, now that you mention it,
Yeah, Kazuichi was the one who noticed that.
when I went to the beach house a few days ago, I feel like I drank one of those plastic water bottles.
Ah, you should have said so sooner.
Then,
The plastic water bottles were used in place of a shower.
Dousing your body with lots of water bottles is such a simple and easy to understand explanation.
Hold on a sec. Now that I think about it, if they soaked their entire body with a bunch of plastic water bottles, if they did that, that person would be...
It seems you've realized who the killer is.
Snap. It was Peko. It was Peko! She was the only one who showed up and she was wet, right?
See? Just as I thought.
I'm glad it's not Sonya. I'm glad it's not Sonya, at least.
Hold on.
Dang.
You know who the killer is?
If it is Peko, I'm just like, that is... I wonder what her motivation, other than obviously wanting to get off the island. I thought for sure it would be someone who had to do with Twilight Syndrome, but I guess the whole point of that was to be a little bit of a red herring, because they were like, well, that's the motive. Unless Peko, maybe she knew someone from... I don't know.
Is that true?
Let me ask, who might that be?
If the killer used plastic water bottles to wash the blood that splattered on them, that killer, Mahiru's killer, must be that person. Alright, you guys, I mean, I'm pretty sure I'm right, but... Whew, well, all I have to say is I'm glad that I got that slicing skill from her before, you know, if this is going to be the last time we're going to see her alive, but... Alright, Peko. I choose you.
You're the only one! Peko. Is it you?
Shit, man. I had my theory, but part of me doesn't want to believe it.
Hey, what are you being quiet for? They're accusing you of being the killer.
Then I should ask you this. Why do you believe I'm the killer?
I remember when we were all meeting up to go to the beach. Your appearance when you came to the diner. If the killer really did wash the blood off with water bottles, they'd have to drench their entire body. But there were no towels in the beach house, and it would have taken a while for the water to fully air dry. So you said you went swimming so you'd have a cover story.
Bum bum bum.
Don't just stay silent! Say something! Hold on, you bastard!
Whoa, what? Fuyuhiko coming to the defense of someone. Shocker.
You saw her at the diner! You never saw her near the beach house, right?
Why is he so, like... Does he really want it to be Hiyoko?
So maybe she really was swimming!
Okay, calm down.
No one even saw her swimming.
No. I saw her.
Oh. What? Oh, wow, didn't expect this. Fuyuhiko's actually coming to the defense of someone.
Huh?
After I ran into you bastards at the diner, I crossed paths with her on my way home. So there's no doubt. She would have arrived at the diner from the opposite direction of the beach house.
Hold on. That's strange. Didn't you just say this earlier?
It's just a coincidence that I passed by the diner. I didn't even pay attention to the beach house. I went straight back to the hotel after I saw you guys. I didn't see anyone during that time.
You told me you didn't see anyone. Don't try to tell me you forgot about that.
Oh, snap. Hold on, then. Is Fuyuhiko? Is he her accomplice? Maybe Peko has some sort of reason to be upset with Mahiru as well that we don't know about, but Fuyuhiko would definitely want revenge. Oh my goodness. I think Fuyuhiko might be this accomplice that Akane was alluding to earlier. Oh my goodness.